Hello, everybody. Well, it's starting to settle in the shock, the shock of what is here, what I've found. I'm feeling a little bit calmer. If I think about it too much, it will start overwhelming me again. Because when I start thinking about all the implications, and that's really it's really significant. Because of the amount of places now where I have found very clear formations. Like, I could show you again. I might try to do that. A few, key spots to look. And then, I'm trying to imagine, like, for us to think about what are the implications of this? What is the long-term effect? It will be a positive effect, will be, I think the biggest, most significant thing is this area is absolutely known to have been covered with a glacier at least 125,000 years ago. So now everyone who's been watching my channel from the beginning, you know how I started it with the observation of the Fibonacci. And the sequence number 144 or 144,000 is both in the book of Revelation and in Genesis. And no, sorry, I'm doing a recording in a minute. And then I was thinking, well, 125,000 years is pretty close to 144,000 years. And so then I was thinking about that, that is just pretty darn close, isn't it? So then it's like giving me the thought that really our history and events, maybe on our planet and maybe in our entire solar system and maybe in the entire galaxy is literally, there's this harmonics of nested occurrences that are following this sequence. So down, to, the little seed that grows, like I was saying. But what if it goes out on a really large time sequence too? That's something that, of course, I would think of. And then there's a lot of stories that I'm going to slowly share over time, even though, my channel's really small still. I think this discovery in time, there'll be a lot of people that'll want to hear the story because basically I grew up here. I wasn't born here. And right from when, about 5 or 6 years old, I started to have really interesting experiences. Like I told you, the one where I was praying and the pink cloud, just a couple ago. Okay, well, I'm finding a correlation with these kind of unexplainable things that have happened that were, very positive, very good, very incredible. And in time, I will have to share them with the world because I now understand that somehow these ruins, because grew up so close to them, and even some of the places where I lived and work are actually where they those monolithic lines are. So there's something to do with being in that space. It's like a consciousness enhancer is what I'm wondering if that's what it is. So this site is more than just a plain old ruins. There's something that still works here. And that's real. And it seems to just be like some kind of thing that, like what I'm thinking the linkages myself is that the ancient civilizations that was here understood how to somehow get in resonance with the larger electromagnetic frequency of the planet. That's kind of what I'm thinking it is. And that would be really great if, we could learn something from these ruins. And so, yeah, I'm just waiting for some people from the Starfort community for this to percolate to them, um, so I can get this news out. I figure the soonest we'll be able to go in, and because the monoliths are so extremely close to the campus site of Nifty, we nicknamed Nifty, um, when the snow melts and the clay dries, because it's a steep, very, very slick clay type of bank, the third week of May, between then and the beginning of June, depending on the weather, and we'll be able to go there, climb up within minutes. Like, it's so close. Like, so this news, the confirmation for it will come that quick. And then, of course, the vast area, where all the other clear indications of it are, that'll take, organization and a team, and, we'll have to go in and have a plan, and, and be very respectful, because there's a truly, genuinely spiritual component here that is connected to this, because of the love that the Dene people were taught to have for the land. They were taught that the land is sacred, and it was really emphasized. And we as the world are going to be very blessed by this, and all First Nations people. This is their heritage. They are the link to this through their legends. You see, it's not just this site, randomly being found. This site is exactly the area of their traditional lands, and their legends speak about, when they came, and what areas of it are the like sacred places, and their legends are correlating. Like, one elder was telling me, well, when I was showing them that the melted circle, that stone melted, the circle city, melted stone circle city. And then he went, oh, well, that's one of our legends, that there was heat that came up from under the earth and melted everything on the surface. Even the location and everything. So it's like, this is like an amplified confirmation before we can, because it's just me telling you guys. But I mean, you guys can go and look at the Google Maps and the Atlas Maps, and you can see it too. Okay? So there's too many anomalous features that are very distinct, like quite a few. So I just know it's real. That's why it's impacted me so much, because I live here, because I've seen the one stone already myself. I've already, so that part of it. There's another part that I was thinking about last night that I started to wonder about. You see, on the property where the school is, a while ago, like in the 60s or something, the government, I don't know if the federal government or the territorial government, built a really high quality long road all the way to the river. And they excavated gravel out of the river a lot. And I wonder if there was more monolithic stones there that got removed. And if that's the case, there's a lot of serious implications with that, isn't there? Because, like I said, I'm going to see if I can find out when that road was built and when that excavation happened. Because something else is really curious I remembered last night. When I was a little girl, grade 1 or grade 2, I remember the Queen of England came to this town, to Hay River. Yeah, yeah. So it's getting really interesting now. So stay tuned. Hopefully, someone will be able to help me do some kind of screen share where we can, really go through and show all the parts in the next little bit. But if you're really curious, please take time to take a peek at what I showed you already. So, and I would like to make a request from all of you. Is please, if you feel so moved, focus on this place. Focus on the spot, like look it up on the maps, and hold in the highest intention that you can. See, envision, and imagine all the beautiful positive things that might potentially come into the world through this discovery. Because the one thing I would say I have observed with being exposed to these ruins, I have seen my intentions more easily come into being. That is one of the primary things that I have experienced and have really wondered about. So this site, there's something about it that seems to enhance our intention. So it might enhance, like if you say you were really negative and thinking about something really, it might enhance that in you. But if you can hold a positive intention, a higher intention, a loving intention, it seems that there's actually indication that this site, these ruins, can help amplify those intentions. And so I'm thinking maybe a few weeks from now, maybe to hold like a meditation or something, or maybe like once we actually find, like can officially, take the shot and show everybody, and then maybe do that. I don't know. Let me think. Let me know if you think that might be sort of a fun thing. So, yeah, I hope that update helps. Bye-bye.